Hello and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. My name's Phoenix Ryan. This little cutie is Oreo, and yeah, there's been a number of updates since I last did a recording of this game. Um, yeah, so you can now use a tablet to buy things. I think that was in the last video I did of this. There's now a crate where you can hold multiple different products at once. So, for example, if I wanted to move these and then these, I could do that, and I don't need to have the boxes for them. I can just move them, which is fantastic. There's more customization that you can do for the store. There's a cleaning update, which I'll get round to talking about that. Yeah, so you now have to clean. Yay. You also have to clean the windows. There's also a whole thing with shoplifters now, which is why there are cameras everywhere and there are those two big burly guys outside. Yeah, so I'll talk about each of these things. Oh yeah, I've also got this security device, which is off center because I didn't know it was going to be part of the game, and you can't make this smaller or bigger. It comes in a set size, and yeah, I've got no room to move this stuff just yet. I need to make the store bigger because I don't have room for anything. I'm literally like, this is as small as I can make things, I think, without making it look ridiculous. And I've got all my checkouts kind of crammed into one area. Each upgrade for the store is ridiculously expensive. The grind is still hella grindy right now. It's super grindy. Yeah. Also, the last video that I did, I was talking about obviously this tablet. This tablet is an absolute godsend. An absolute godsend. I love the tablet. What I don't love though is the guys that made this game, they allowed us to purchase something called speakers so that we could put in all across our store. And then they added the music player, which is great, so we can have music for our store, but then they didn't get royalty-free music. So when I put the music on, my video instantly got flagged down for copyright. So great. So there's going to be no music for this one. Those things are useless when I'm trying to record. So yeah, there's just going to be no music for that. Yeah, the two burly guys, they're really funny when they actually do something. They're hilarious. The fact that the order limit went up now, so you can buy up to 50 things at once instead of 10, absolutely necessary. Absolutely necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and just start the day because I think I've done everything. I think the fact that you can now control so much of the store now from your computer means that as the player, you're doing a lot less. You're doing a lot less. You're doing this right at the beginning of the day. So you look at this screen, you can see what prices have changed, and then you should go ahead and change them. But look, there are so many items where I'm making less than $2. I mean, there are 4 items where I'm making less than $1 per item as well. So, I mean, you think about how much money is needed in order to actually upgrade. Let's take a look. So for growth, it's going to cost me $40,000 just to get a 4x4 meter square. And that's kind of ridiculous. Like my store level is way higher. I can go all the way to section 20. So I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more upgrades. But I'm nowhere near the amount of money needed to be able to afford these things. And when everything gets as expensive as that, taking loans is also kind of pointless. Like, give me a bigger loan. Give me a bigger loan. Like, even if I was to take all 3 of these things, it wouldn't get me the thing that I need to be able to afford. And product licenses are also very expensive. I mean, yeah, I get it. They've got to generate some kind of artificial difficulty somewhere. But it's It's very, very grindy. Very grindy. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on that, really. Because I've tried sharing my thoughts on the forums, but I don't know if how far that goes, really. And I don't know. I love playing this game. I love the fact that it was a almost a cozy game. Almost a cozy game. Because you could kind of almost switch off from this and just leave it running in the background. Whilst you could start your day and then let you guys do stuff. And it wouldn't feel like you're having to run around so much. It wasn't a stressful game. I think when you're playing something like this, you're not after a stressful time. At least I don't think so. To keep on top of all the products that I need as well, it's like costs so much. It's so much every day. I just get into a routine of getting 2 of everything. Anything that I've run out of, I get 3. Now that I'm completely out of for 2 shells, so I get 4. We only get 10 in each. That's a weird item because it only stocks 10. Like other things that are in that box shape, that small box, are usually in 12s, which I noticed was. I know I'm geeking out a little bit, but it's weird to me. All right, it's weird, and I don't know why it's so weird. All right, so I'm just gonna stock up on these last few things, and then we'll start the day. And we'll have a look at how a supermarket of this size operates with these new updates. Now, I did a little bit of a showcase of my store on during a Twitch stream because we were really struggling for matchmaking times in Dead by Daylight at the time, which again that we can go down another rabbit hole, but we won't. I'm gonna help my boys because it's gonna take forever. I've been watching a few other content creators playing this game as well, and honestly, the boosting that's another thing you can do. You can pay your guys to run faster like this. It doesn't last long enough for it to be worth it. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. So I never use it. I never use it because it's not a big enough increase for the cost. So I just never use it. All I tend to do is I hop in and I make sure that I'm doing my fair share of work as well. I can't find anything because it's been a while since I played this. I think I'm on the other shelf, the other rack here, so I think that's down here. No? No? Okay. Damn, I can't even find my own products anymore. I think it gets like that when you've got so many products. Ah, there we go. And that's on this shelf here. What I've tried to do is I've tried to go in the order in which I unlocked the items. Rice is on the other one. That way I'm kind of... If I ever get too lost, I can look at the computer at any stage and go, oh, whereabouts would that be? And then I can look at the computer and be like, oh, well, that's so many rows down. It's going to be, roughly speaking, it's going to be in and around the third corridor or the second corridor or whatever. At least then I've got a rough idea of where I'm looking. But yeah, I talked about this at length on Twitch, and I think the majority of people that were there watching at the time all kind of agreed that this shouldn't be a stressful experience, and that it should just be a cozy game. And it kind of feels like one of the updates in particular, and I'll talk about it now. The cleaning update kind of went back on what the developers almost set out to do. They streamlined everything. They've given you guys to help run the store. They've given you guys that help do the checkouts, even guys that beat up the criminals for you. And I know that they've mentioned in their update notes that they are bringing cleaners as an update. Why not have the cleaners come out when the cleaning update came out? Why not save the cleaning part of the update for when the staff member comes out? Because they've done that with the criminality, with the criminals. So it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, just hold off on the update until then, you know? Because right now, what we've got is a situation where I can't open the store until it's clean, right? I can't open the store until the shelves are stocked, the warehouse is fully stocked, and that everything I know that needs to be done is done before we start. And unfortunately now, if I were to tab out and then come back in, I'm going to have a cleaning bar yelling at me, going that the store's dirty, and that there's going to be items with green smoke coming off the floor, and that there's things that I need to mop up. And it's like, oh, well, I should have been paying attention. So I can't just leave it anymore. What? Because here's the thing. Look, there is a running background option right there. It's right there. And look, here's another thing. The enable shoplifters, right? That's a toggleable option. That's toggleable. Why is the cleaning not toggleable? Let me turn that off. Oh, man. I really wish that you could just toggle it on and off. I really do. There are things that you could stock, guys. Look, there's still products that you can stock. Why have you stopped? They're just taking a damn break for no reason. That shelf is not fully stocked. Look. That's another thing I've noticed as well. The boys sometimes don't finish the jobs anymore. I don't know whether that's just a bug. But what I tend to do is anything that is... Why is that left there? Strange. Right, I'm gonna go around and order anything that I might be missing now. Kind of like a little stock check while the day is starting. All right, the boys are starting to move now. That's great. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so we can do 2 of those. I'll do 1 of those. 2 of those. Few of those. This is what happens. Like, all my money just gets sunk into stock. And I know partially it's my own fault. Ouch. Oh, there's your There's the update. You heard that? If you heard the ouch, you just heard the update. So apparently, now I've not seen it for myself. I've not seen it. I've heard it a few times, but I've not seen it. Every so often, a shoplifter will try and steal something. And they will act in a shady way. Now, I saw it on the tutorial, but I've not actually seen, I've never caught anyone in the act. So I bought these security points here, and they're supposed to go off if somebody tries to walk out with something stolen. Then you bat them. You use the bat, you swing the bat at them, and they go ouch, and they drop the items. Now, if you got these guys, they'll do it for you, like this. Where you going? Get him. Get him. There you go. And don't come back. Right. So, the reason that they know who a criminal is because I've got these cameras set up. They've got line of sight of everywhere in the store. So, whenever someone tries to steal something, it will highlight to me who the criminal is. They'll have a little icon above their head with a little thief logo. And that's the person I have to hit. But you see now, I'm not really able to relax. I've got to look around. I gotta look around for green smoking items and stains on the floor. Spider-Man left his webbing on the floor. This is another thing. I'm glad that we got these guys. But they are slow. They are super slow. I'm sure you can boost them, but like, man, I don't want to spend more money. So, for the criminals, the shoplifters, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah. So what they do is they hit them, get the item back, and they'll put it back for me, which is fantastic. Now, when I've got this many customers, I clearly cannot be going around looking for the criminals all by myself. So that's why I got the cameras. Now, you have to manually do the camera angle, right? You have to manually set those up. But I've got them looking down every aisle and covering all the blind spots. They'll obviously have to be moved if I have to move anything around. These windows get dirty as well. All those children touching them with their filthy fingers. And then obviously the boys can't handle restocking as well. There's just so much restocking that they've got to do. They can't keep up with it. So I have to jump on that as well. Oh, you bastard. Making me look bad now. Proving a point, though. They're proving a point to me. They're like, don't fire me just yet, boss. Oh, there's another one. All right, bye. I have followed them to see what happens. They run back to one of the spawn doors where they just disappear. Because I wanted to see if it was possible to like follow them, see where they came from, see if we can stop them altogether. But it's not like that. You can't do that. Go ahead and throw that away. Huh? I think my warehouse is a bit dark. But it's fine. They, Oh, someone dropped this cereal and it smells now. Well, we can't be having that. And someone needs help. There we go. Well done. You learned how to do it all by yourself. Okay. But look, my freaking... What the hell? I must have knocked that off. Okay. Oh! Oh. Okay. There it is again. Bye. Now, I've never seen both of them have to go in at the same time. I'm waiting for that. That's bound to happen. Sooner or later, that's bound to happen. But yeah, eventually I would like to be able to reorganize the store in a nicer way and use some of the newer shelves. But for the moment, these dual shelves are the most cost-effective way to use the store. And I think I get more space out of these as well, rather than using the bigger ones. I think that the other units are much bigger. The ones I'm talking about are like these ones, the shelf quads and the shelf corners. If you get all the store upgrades, you haven't really got anywhere to put them. At least you shouldn't do, right? Now, of course, I've not bought any stock during the day. I've only bought the stock that I needed at the beginning. And I've set up an order for the stuff that I am going to need. So, and not ordered it yet. So I'm going to wait until the end of the day so I can see how much I've made based on the amount that I spent at the beginning. That's slow. But yeah, there's a lot to like about this game still. I still really enjoy it, but I just feel like I can't relax with it anymore, which is a shame. I think once the cleaners come in, which they've either a lot of people have already made this a suggestion that the cleaning update is having this effect, or it was planned and then just poorly timed. Yeah, just I don't know. For the time being, until that update comes, I feel like it's having that effect. I've got to be a lot more engaged with it. And maybe that was the intended effect. Maybe they want people that are playing the game to be more engaged with it. But I mean, right now I'm doing what? I'm going around occasionally clicking on something on the floor and following customers around. Just waiting for the next day to happen. I tell you what I would really appreciate. A speed up button. I would love a speed up button just to be able to move the day along faster. Just increase the speed of everything. So that would be the customer movement speed and the time of day speed. Like, it would control the same thing, right? And then you wouldn't be stood around not doing anything for quite as long. Maybe cut the day in half that way. Like, I wouldn't want to lose out on sales. I know right now it says that I can finish the day, but I don't know if I lose sales on that. As far as I know that you do. Like, if it's not done, if it's not gone through the register, then, yeah, I imagine that's not a sale. And I sure as heck am not going to be the person to test that at this stage. Because I need the money. Look at this. Look at this. That's going to be like $200. Give me that money. Come on. Here. Okay. Done. All right. Great. Let's see how much we made. So we're on day 238. We only made $131. This is what I mean. Like, the grind is ridiculous. It's so, I barely made any money at all. Oh, man. Okay, so 761, we can change that. 451, we can change that. 692, we can change that. 482, we can change that. So basically, we're making less money overall. Great. Perfect. I think if we were to order everything that we ordered yesterday, or we're going to order yesterday, that should put us in a good place already in terms of stock. I will double check stock further up. I don't think we got as far as flour, did we? In fact, let me just check that I didn't order flour. That's chicken. Mayonnaise, eggs, rice, fries, sugar, butter. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Oh, man, where is it? I tell you what else would be kind of handy. A product history. Like like you can see like your recent orders or something like that. That would be really useful. Like in a situation like this, it'd be good to know what I've just ordered so that I can be like, oh, I've already bought that. I don't need to buy that again. But now I need to just pray and hope that I haven't done it. So I'm gonna order more stuff, I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and order those. We'll order these. We'll order these. Those. 3 of those. 4 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. 1 of those. 2 of those. Those. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2 of those. 1 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Some of this. Yeah, we don't need tons of this. Because this stuff doesn't seem to sell quite as well. Not sure why. I just find myself having to restock this stuff far less. But I didn't even order any of that. And it's like, that's still full. Right. One of those. One of those. Definitely one of those. Those. And we're done. All right, that's it. That's everything. So yeah, that's how a day works for me. That's what I think of the cleaning update and the robbery update. Let me know what you think. If you still play Supermarket Simulator and you want to see some changes, or what do you think of the state of the game so far? What do you think about store? If you've got some good-looking stores, feel free to post some pics on our Discord as well. I'll be providing a link to both the game and the Discord under the description for the video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.